Hello, everyone, and welcome to the kind of dark way because my headlight stopped working and I am using a huge lamp. So, as always, remember to like my videos if you enjoy them and subscribing one of the cats that is over there if you like it. Of course, as always, try to check out the sheet that we have. It's really important. I'm also going to make a video about it because some people are asking me why don't I have like some playlist with things. So I'm going to make a playlist with videos updated. But first, let's begin the video and what we want to talk about. So I'm going to make two videos about things to do in Mythic Plus to kind of clarify some things people may have kind of brain storm themselves into thinking and this is wrong. So this video is going to focus on Shuriken Tornado. It's this ability, as you know. It's the one of the talents that we use in the Mystic Plus build. Of course, you will see many people use different talents and things. They have their reasons to use them, but we are not going to talk about those. We're going to talk about Shuriken Tornado specifically. So Shuriken Tornado has three, you could say four uses in Mythic Plus. You use this in full AoE to, of course, have four finishers, but have to remember, like I said in my tips and tricks video, to not use symbols of death the 31st seconds, because otherwise you can get that shadow techniques refill and lose it for no reason. It's only 3 seconds, we don't lose many things. So just mind train yourself to do that. Then if we are not on full, at least 5-6 targets destroying. When we have 3 targets, its function changes a bit. It's a filler cooldown that we use to conserve energy. What does this mean? This means, for example, if you are in a case when you have a pool of 3 or 4 mobs, you are not going to fill combo points with Shuriken Storm. So what you are going to do is you are going to use all of your cooldowns with blades and everything. You have blades available and that will fill your combo points. But then, for example, if you have 3 targets, let's say they are stacked like this, and you used all of your cooldowns, blah blah blah, and then, for example, you already have your ruptures and things going on, and as you know, you don't have much energy while you don't have your cooldowns and everything. So that is why you are going to use Tornado and you are just going to let it hit your combo points like that. Of course, you can also get your ruptures up, keep them up always. I'm going to talk also about that in another video. But that is what you use Tornado in 2, 3, maybe even 4 targets. It's an efficient 60 energy for 4 storms. 4 storms that, as you know, are now really pricey. 45 energy. You can't do 3 storms in a row with a finisher even in between because you run out of energy. If you run, of course, the Cold build, that is kind of the recommended, and or the Echoing Reprimand Resounding Clarity build. With T, you kind of run it, but I think Acrobatic Strikes is so important to keep melee uptime for our shadow techniques and many other things that you won't really need to do that, and that leaves us with kind of the special move and also in single target. Single target, it's a filler after cooldowns, same as in three targets, but in this case we are going to use this only if we don't have a pool 1 minute or something after the boss. Of course, this means you know the dungeon, and for example, if you are in a boss like the first one in fall, that you know that there comes afterwards 2 dragons that are like 2 targets, you can save it a little bit. If you know that it's going to be like a big pool, like in Everbloom, you do the first boss, and then you have all the lasher thingies that are like 10 or more mobs. Of course, you don't use tornado there, unless your tank and other people let you kind of funnel into the boss with the plants. And in single target, it will be exactly the same as we did in the other case. You will get, of course, a slice and dice and rupture always up, and you will do the same. For example, Shuriken Tornado, as you can see, you get some combo points. Of course, try to use this when you have enough energy, like I had to wait 1 second or something to get that. And then the fourth kind of special thing, it's just before we are going to vanish, and we are going to even to use it anyway. So that will of course be, for example, if we are in a situation where we are going to vanish for any reason, something like that. Sometimes you have to vanish in to reset some cooldowns or something like that in a pool, and you have tornado available. But even if you are in cooldowns or something, it's a filler. You can still use it, and it will do some damage and get you extra combo points that you would otherwise not have if you are, of course, not with Shadow Blades. If you are with Shadow Blades, you are going to feel combo points anyway. You can just ignore it. But if you are in a normal Shadow Dance or in a Flagellation one, just remember the rule to use Tornado with at least 90 energy. I think it's safe. You can try it with 80, but it may be a little bit, let's say, close. As you can see here, maybe you need to wait 2 ticks before you want to use the finisher. So that will be all about Tornado. In Mythic Plus, of course, this also works in raids, but I'm not going to talk much about this. Remember, the fights with you can use Tornado are Nalroot, Igiram, Tindral, and maybe Fyrak if you are in charge of some phase 2 things, but in Mythic maybe people prefer more to use it just for their single target things. So that will be all, and as always, have a nice day.